5% without exceptions or exemptions, and that's all countries, no matter where it comes from.
President Donald Trump there earlier this week imposing tariffs on all imports of steel and aluminum. It's the latest order from the president that could have ramifications right here at home. And it's our top story at 5 o'clock. I'm Shay McAllister.
And I'm Doug Proffitt. The Ford Motor Company CEO Jim Farley, in an interview this week, said threats of tariffs are causing, quote, a lot of cost and a lot of chaos. He's in Washington today, while our Isaiah Kim Martinez is talking to Kentucky lawmakers and Ford employees.
Ford has a massive footprint here in Kentucky. So when the company's lead man sounds the alarm, Kentuckians listen, especially as that electric battery plant down in Glendale is set to open here soon.
The fear of higher prices, rolling back production, and layoffs aren't what Louisville Ford employees want to hear.
It's always feast or famine in auto industry.
Benji Abels, who's worked at Ford's Kentucky truck plant in Louisville's East End for 12 years, is taking CEO Jim Farley's concern over President Donald Trump's proposed tariffs seriously.
There's so many young people that work here that would be affected by it.
At an investor conference, Farley said a long-term 25% import tax on Canada and Mexico would blow a hole in the American auto industry. Trump's new tariff on steel and aluminum could affect prices, Farley says, because of how much their suppliers rely on product from overseas.
It's already affecting our workers. Our workers are worried about it. We had discussions in the union meeting. Some of the tariffs haven't even hit yet. And you're already hearing folks talk about, their jobs.
I talked to Todd Dunn, president of UAW's Louisville chapter.
This threatens the jobs here in Louisville, Kentucky. So even at the local union level, we're preparing for a $1.2 million shortfall. And everybody's trying to prepare for this and get out in front of it.
Farley says if the president revokes electric vehicle tax benefits for the building of facilities like the EV battery plant in Glendale, jobs could be at risk.
I'm not that concerned. I'd like to see how the tariffs kind of play out and how some of the cuts that they're considering, whether or not they actually come to fruition.
Kentucky State Senator Matt Deneen of Elizabethtown, a Republican, represents the area where that EV plant is set to open soon.
I think a lot of these things are negotiating tactics that are used, and sometimes on an international front. This could lead to a lot of other Ford sales into markets, into Europe, into other things. I'm confident that with the investments that have already been made going forward, that they're going to be successful.
Meanwhile, Ford's top executive is in Washington to talk to members of Congress, I'm told primarily Republicans, in his second trip to D.C. in 3 weeks. Isaiah Kim Martinez, WHAS 11 on your side.
In a statement today, a spokesperson for Blue Oval SK says they're on schedule in Hardin County to begin production at that first EV battery plant sometime this year. The governor has also said sometime during quarter number 1. Now, Blue Oval SK, as you may remember, is a joint venture between Ford and the Korean company SK On to make batteries for Ford's future electric vehicle fleet.